So here, is this topology visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first question is from Sandeep.
Yes.
Here on router number 9, on router number 3, sorry. On router number 3 in area 0, if I will create some loop back 30.1.1.0, 30.1.2.0/24. So router number 1 will get these network information in the form of which LSA?
This is a backbone area, right?
Yes, backbone area.
So one interface is in this LSA DR router, right? LSA. Eh,
My question is clear to you or not? First of all, tell me that.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
If
which
I
LSA
have
will?
some LAN on router number 3 in area 0. So my question is router 1 will get those network information in the form of which LSA?
LSA 2, sir.
Why? What is the use of LSA2 and which router will generate LSA2?
Sir, DR router.
Will generate LSA2 to share
Yes.
the network information. But
Yes.
here I am not able to see any DR and BDR concept, brother.
OSPF.
Actually, you know, LSA2 is even number LSA, and as you all know, even number LSA is not used to share prefix information.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Mm.
So tell me. Actually, I have already configured this topology. So IP interface brief as clue done assign. You can see the IP configuration. You can see the OSPF. So IP OSPF neighbor, right? So there are
Yes.
4 neighbor of router number 1. Now on router number 3, I am going to create some loopback in area 0. And my question is, router 1 will get those network information from router number 3 in the form of which LSA?
Oh.
Interface, let's say loopback 1, IP address 30.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0, and say IP OSPF 1 area 0. So I have advertised this interface in area 0, interface loopback to IP address 30.1.1.2.1, 255.255.255.0, and IP OSPF 1 area 0. So now router 1 can ping 30.1, yes or no? Ping 30.1.1.1. See, I am able to ping from router 1, yes or no? That means router 1 have route for 30 network. So IP route OSPF, yes. You can see. So this router is getting this network information in the form of which LSA? By checking routing table also you can, identify. If router is installing a prefix, a route with O symbol, that means router have installed that prefix information via LSA1. Yes or no, Vicky?
Yes, sir.
So why, Sandeep, you are not answering? Can you tell me the reason? Here we have to loopback 1 and loopback 2. So these loopback information will be sent by router 3 to router 1 in the form of LSA1. Yes or no? I already told you that each router will generate LSA1 and LSA1 cannot cross area. So these
Yes.
loopback are in same area. And router 1 is also belongs to same area. So definitely router 1 will get all prefixes which is running on router 3 in area 0 in the form of LSA1. Yes or no?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Sandeep, until and unless you will not answer, you will not give the right answer, I will not pass question to any other. So tell me, question number 2. Sandeep, question number 2. Will router
Yes, sir.
1 get these prefixes?
Uh, So OSPF has been configured everywhere, sir? Or
Yes,
R1,
yes, yes, yes.
R3 and R1?
OSPF, yes, OSPF is running over here. This interface is in area 1, this interface is in area 0. Here this interface is in area 1 and this interface is in area 2.
Yes. So ASBR router will flood this in the form
Where is
of...
ASBR? So see how this router will share these network information to router number 9 in the form of LSA1, yes or no?
Yes.
And LSA1 cannot cross area, so this LSA will not come in this area, yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So how this router 1 and router 3 will get this network information? Not possible. Yes or no?
Hmm.
As you already know that two regular area cannot communicate with each other.
Yes.
To make communication possible between two regular area, you have to make this router ABR. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then only it will generate LSA3 to
LSA3.
share inter-area prefixes. Yes or no?
Hmm.
So what we can do, how I can make this router as ABR router?
Uh, you are asking the command, sir?
Yes, what command I will run?
Router OSPF note किया है sir.
Big key?
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you tell me, brother?
So we have two options, sir. Either we can use one loopback. We can configure one loopback, and we can configure that loopback in area 0. Or second, we can use one virtual link, sir.
Great. So here what we can do, we can create one loopback and I will put that loopback in area 0. So now this router have one interface in backbone area. This router will become what? ABR.
ABR router. Yes.
Sandeep, you are not giving right answer. Okay, Sandeep, tell me, router 1 will get these network information? Definitely yes. Here I have performed redistribution. Suppose.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Okay, so router will get these network information in the form of which LSA?
ये LSA 7, sir.
Oh, yes, Vicky.
LSA 5, sir.
LSA
In
5.
area 10, LSA 5, sir.
Definitely, and LSA 5 can cross area.
Yes, sir.
So it will come in area 0 also.
R4 is ABR, sir. And then LSA R4 or R5 will share in area 0 in the form
See, this router will generate what? LSA 5?
E2
Yes.
or even, sir.
Yes or no? That
Yes,
LSA
sir.
5 will be received by router number 7. It will share to router 4, to router 5, and router 4 will send to router 1. Router 5 will also send to router 1. Because LSA 5 can cross area, why this router will convert it into LSA 3? This is my regular area. This is not, STUB area or NSSA area.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, these prefixes. How router 1 will get these prefixes in the form of which LSA?
Backbone area and this.
Same, sir.
Yeah, yes.
LSA 5.
Yeah.
If you guys are not answering, what will I
Your
do?
screen is not visible, sir.
Now is it visible?
No, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Visible. So, okay, router 1 will get these prefixes in the form of LSA 5, and
Yes,
router
sir.
4 and router 5 will also get these prefixes in the form of LSA 5.
LSA 5.
Router 7 will also get these information in the form of LSA 5. Router 8
Yes,
will
sir.
also get these information in the form of LSA 5. Now question is, here you can see I am running what network? 60.1.1.0/24. Yes or no? And here also I am running same network, 60.1.1.0/24. Router 1 will get this network information and this network information in the form of LSA 5. Yes or no? It will
Yes,
receive
sir.
this network information via router 2 also, via router 4 also, and via router 5 also. Yes or no? So router will install which
Yes, sir.
path in their routing table?
Lowest cost.
So cost from both sides is 20, same.
Sir, we have to check the link, sir.
Link is also
Uh,
same.
Link is also same.
Only seed value will be 20, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Total
yeah,
distance
yeah.
we
Suppose
will
I am
check, sir.
using, type 2 redistribution at
Then it will
redistribution
check,
type.
sir, network type, sir.
So network type is also same.
Then it will check some metric, or after that it will perform load balancing, sir.
No. Let me show you. First of all, let me check that I am running 60 network or not over here. So IP interface brief, exclude unassign. So 60. Okay, let me create the loopback over here. Interface loopback 1, IP address 60.1.1.1.255.255.255.0, and I am running EIGRP network command 0.0. So automatically this interface will advertise in EIGRP. Yes or no?
Yes,
Now
sir.
let me take you on router number 1. So IP route OSPF. Are you able to see 60.1.1.0?
Yes, sir.
What is metric?
20,
And reachable via which router?
12, 2,
Via router number 2.
2.
Okay,
Yes.
if you will check database, so IP OSPF database. So let me show you the external LSA. Are you able to 60.1.1.0? It is getting from
Yes, sir.
2.2.2 also, and it is getting from
Yes.
8.8.8 also. That means router number 8, this router is also advertising same network, and this router is also advertising same router with same metric, with same AD value. Then why router have installed route via router number 2? Anyone have answer, guys? In the database you are able to see that there are 2 entry, yes or no, for same network. But in the routing table, so IP route, in the routing table,
Can you show me
yes, yes,
forwarder address?
okay, yes, let me show you that also. Okay, 60.1.1, it have installed only one path in routing table. Now you want to see the forwarder address, so IP OSPF database external and 60.1.1.0. so see, this is router 2 is advertising, forwarder address is what? 0.0.0.
0, sir.
This is router 8 is advertising with forwarder address what? 0.0.0. Metric over here is also what? 20, and metric over here is also what? 20.
Okay.
In this scenario, router will check, so IPOSPF border router, and it will check the cost to reach 2.2.2 is what? 1, and cost to reach 8.8.8 is what? 3. So actually both router 8.8 and 2.2.2 both are advertising same network information, yes or no? So it will install in their database both entry, but it will put the route in their routing table where it will get least metric to reach the advertiser router, yes or no?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so suppose I want to install 60 prefixes, this 60 prefixes in the routing table of router 1. What I can do? Can I increase metric over here? Cost? Yes, if I will increase cost over
You
here,
can check.
so what will happen? Here cost will be least to reach 8.8.8. So router will start installing this path. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
This is path manipulation. Yes or no? I am manipulating path. So IP route 60.1.1.0 255.255.255.0. So now you can see the next hop IP address is what? 12.2. Okay. Now if I will change the metric interface F0/0 IP OSPF cost. Let me set cost what over here 5, and so IP route. Now you can see the next hop IP address is what? 12.2. Now you can see the next hop IP address is what? 15.5 and 14.4.
14.
So now it have installed which path? Via router number 8. Yes or no? Because this time it will check what? So IP OSPF border router, and it will calculate cost. So cost to reach 2.2.2 is higher than cost to reach 8.8.8. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I will configure same cost on both link, then what will happen? IP OSPF cost 3 over here also. So IP route. Now router is performing what? Load balancing between ABR, and now you can see router 1 is performing load balancing between 3 paths. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to everyone? Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Mm-hmm.
between R1 and ISP router,
Okay.
you what you have performed, sir? Default
Between
routing
where
R1 and RSP. ISP, sorry,
no,
ISP.
I am not using this section now.
Okay, okay.
Right?
Actually, I was
Tomorrow we will
performing.
understand default route propagation.
Okay, I performed all this stuff, but unable to ping 8.8.8.
So you have to configure NAT as well, na?
Yes.
Is it clear how we can perform path manipulation for 60.1.1.0 network?
Yes, sir.
Or in
Yes, sir.
last class, I teach you that OSPF route with O is more reliable than OIA,
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
and OIA is more reliable than
E1,
E2.
E1.
E2.
E1,
E1 is
E1,
more reliable than E2.
E2,
E2 is more reliable than N1.
N1, N1, N1,
N1 is
and
more
then
reliable
N2.
than N2.
Yes.
Yes or no? So now router 1 have equal cost. Yes or no? From here also and from here and here also. Yes or no? But here if I
Yes,
will
sir.
change the metric type, now router 1 is getting 60 prefixes from both sides because metric type is what? E2. So if I will set metric type E1 over here while redistribution, it will again start installing this path. Yes or no? Because
Yes, sir.
E1 is more reliable. So if you want to prove it, what you can do? You can reach to router number 2, and here you can do redistribution again. So let me perform redistribution again over here on router number 2. Enable config T and router OSPF 1 do so run section OSPF. So see how many command I have run. Okay, so I am going to remove this command, only this command. Okay, say no, and again redistribute EAGRP 100 subnets and metric type. If I will set metric type 1 over here, then you can check the routing table. What is happening on router number 1? See, so IP route. $60 prefixes. So it is performing what now? Load balancing between ABR only. Yes or no?
But it should So
Switch
It
via,
should perform, it should
via second
receive this
router.
path. Yes. Let me check.
yes,
See, here I have redistribute what EAGRP 10, but I need
and
to
yes.
redistribute 100. I'm running EAGRP 100 over here. That is the reason. So let me correct it. Set 100 over here. Right. And now if you will check routing table of router 1, so IP route OSPF, you can see 60 prefixes. Done. Because here router is getting this prefix with E1. Yes or no? From
Yes,
router
sir.
number 2 is getting with E1 symbol. So that's why E1 is more reliable than E2. Yes or no? So
E2.
this is also one method for path manipulation. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Any
Yes,
Yes,
other
sir.
yes.
way? Any other way, guys? Now I am going to say no over here. Or I am going to, redistribute on router number 8 also by using E1. So again router 1 will start performing load balancing. Yes or no? Enable config T and router OSPF 1. So do so run section OSPF. Done. Redistribute EAGRP 200 subnets matrix type 1.
Again, it will have all three parts, sir, right?
Yes,
Via two. Okay.
you
Yeah,
are able
via
to see here.
2, 4, and 5. Yeah.
Done. Now I am going to change the cost on F0/0 interface F0/0, say no, IP OSPF cost 5. Done. Okay. Now next topic is redistribution. So before redistribution, what I want to make you understand is router 1 will get these all prefixes with LSA 5 in the form of LSA 5, and whenever OSPF router will get install prefixes in their routing table from LSA 5, it will install with E1 or E2. Yes or no? In NSSA area, whenever router will receive external prefixes in the form of LSA 7, it will install it with symbol N1 or N2. Yes or no?
N2. Yes, sir.
Whenever router OSPF router will install a prefixes from LSA 3, it will install with symbol OIA. Yes or no? And whenever router will
Yes, sir.
receive OSPF, router will install a prefix from with LSA 1, it will install with symbol O only. Yes or no?
Yes.
So on router number 1, if you will run command so IP route OSPF, you can see these prefixes router have got through LSA 1, these prefixes router have got with LSA 5, and these prefixes router have got with LSA 3. Done. Done, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So in EIGRP also we had discussed what? Distribute list. So can anyone tell me what is distribute list? It is used to filter
Unwanted traffic.
unwanted traffic. Yes or no? And how many method we have to define traffic in distribute list?
Access list, prefix list,
A standard access list.
outback.
Number 1 is standard ACL. Number 2 is extended. ACL. Number 3 is prefix list.
Prefix list.
And last one is route map.
Route map.
So again we are going to filter prefixes with extended access list first. We will not discuss extended ACL or prefix list over here. We have discussed, route filtering is same like EIGRP and OSPF also. Okay, but understand the difference. Difference is in EIGRP we can apply distribute list in both direction, in direction as well and odd direction as well. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But in OSPF, as you know, OSPF router does not share routing information. OSPF router exchange what? LSAs? Yes or no? So we can apply distribute list only in direction. If you will apply the distribute list, still in the database LSA will be there. But while OSPF will perform SPF algorithm on their database to design routing table, that time we can filter prefixes with the help of distribute list. Yes or no? So we cannot apply distribute list in OSPF in odd direction, because no router is going to share the routing information. We cannot filter LSA. Yes or no? We have already discussed LSA filter with
Yes,
the
sir.
help of area. Done? So first of all,
Yes, sir.
tell me which
Recording चालू
prefix.
कर दीजिए.
Yes, recording चालू है. अब बताओ first of all which routes you want to filter on which router. On router number 1, suppose I want to filter this prefix 10.1.3.0. Yes or no? So what I can do? Simply I can create one extended access list. Config T access list. Let's say number is 10. Deny 60.1.3.0. Wildcard mask will be what? 0.0.255. Yes or no? And access list 10 permit any. After that, distribute list, router OSPF 1 and distribute list. Here you are going to filter 60.1.3.0 through ACL. Yes or no? So ACL number is 10 and in which direction? In direction. So IP route OSPF. So you can see 60.1.3.0 is filtered. Yes or no? Guys, how we can verify that filtering? By running command show IP protocol. Here you can see incoming update filter list for all interface is 10. Yes or no? So this is access control list. You can check. So IP access list. So you can see the access list. Done. Can I remove it? Router OSPF 1. Say no. Distribute list 10 direction in. Yes or no? No access list 10. Okay.
सर
Yes.
बाय डिफॉल्ट ये अभी सपोज ये अभी F0/0 से आ रहा है ये नेटवर्क. सपोज अब FA 2/0 से भी आ रहा है, 3/0
एक मिनट
से. तो तीनों से.
एक मिनट.
यस.
यस बिकी, अब बोलिए आप.
सर अभी तो ये जो 3/0 है सर, F0/0 से आ रहा है.
Okay.
सपोज 3 से हमें 3 इंटरफेस से आ रहा है ये नेटवर्क.
So
तो ये
you
तीनों
have
से
applied distribute list in OSPF, not on interface.
तो अभी ये क्या बाय डिफॉल्ट क्या?
You have
एक
applied
interface
it on
के लिए
all
दिक्कत.
interface. I have
Yes.
applied it in OSPF process 1. Yes or no?
Yes, yes sir.
So doesn't matter from where router 1 is getting. While still in the database, if you will check database of router 1, so IP OSPF database, in the database still you are able to see the 60.1.3.0 network, yes or no? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
But in the routing
Yes,
table,
sir.
there is no any route for this network, because router have received LSA, but while OSPF will run SPF algorithm on this database, and then it will put these all network information in routing table. That time distribute list will filter this network. So doesn't matter from where router is receiving it. Yes or no, Vicky?
Actually, if I want to perform only on one interface only,
Then you will apply it on interface.
okay, we can perform on
Yes,
interface as well.
definitely. So router OSPF. Okay, I have already removed the redistribution interface F0/0. Here you can apply the access list now.
Okay.
IP access list 10 direction in. Access group 10 direction in. This command will filter on F0/0. Yes or no?
Okay, sir.
But we are discussing the route filtering in OSPF. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is route filtering by using what? By using
Access.
access list, extended access list. In the same way, by using extended ACL also we can filter prefixes. By using route summarization also we can filter prefixes. In EIGRP we had discussed the route summarization, yes or no? And in EIGRP we can apply route summarization on any router. We can run command IP summary address on any router, yes or no? But in
Yes, sir.
OSPF, you can perform summarization only on two types of router. First one, you can perform summarization on ABR router or on ASBR router only. Done. On ABR router, you can summarize only internal prefixes, and on ASBR you can summarize only external prefixes. Getting my point?
Yes, sir. OIA network we can summarize via by ABR
Yes,
router.
by ABR router. Here we can summarize only LSA 3. Here we can summarize only LSA 5. So only these are the summarization in OSPF. Okay. So like in the topology, you can see these 10 prefixes. Router 7 will get these all prefixes from router 4 also and from router number 5 also. Yes or no? In the form of which LSA? In the form of LSA 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what I want, my requirement is, suppose router 7 should use this path to reach in this network via router number 4 only. What we can do? We can advertise a summary route from here. Yes or no? Because
Yes,
router
sir.
are getting these prefixes in the form of LSA3, and I told you on ABR router we can perform summarization to summarize LSA3 prefix. Yes or no? So this is also path manipulation. Yes or no? So let me show you directly in the topology. On router number 7, where is router 7? Let me take access. Enable. So IP route OSPF. Are you able to see 10 prefixes? OIA. That means router have got these prefixes in the form of LSA3. Yes or no? And it is performing load balancing. This is your router number 5. This is your router number 4. Yes or no? So here I want to perform path manipulation. I want to use only this path via router number 4. So what we can do? We can advertise a summary route from router number 5? Yes or no? So let me take you on router 5 and see what we can do. Enable config T a router OSPF process ID 1 and say area 0 range, and here what will be the summary address of these network, guys? Summary will be 10.1.0.0 and mask will be 255.255.248.0. Yes or no? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Enter. Now on router number 7. See, it is getting one summary route from router number 5 and all individual prefixes from router number 4. So if you will ping 10.1.1.1 from here, it will forward traffic to router 4. You can trace route 10.1.1.1 from router number 7. It is forwarding traffic to router 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now on router number 5, router number 5 is performing summarization. So router number 5 will install one summary route with null interface in their routing table. Yes or no? So IP route. Yes. Guys, in some scenario, later on you will understand, in some scenario you need to remove this entry as well. With null interface entry, you have to remove from the routing table. For that, just I have one command over here, and we are not going to discuss that in which scenario we need to remove this entry. But later on, automatically you will understand in some scenario, in which type of scenario we need to remove this entry. Entry of a summary route with null interface. So just I am giving you the command to remove, this entry. On router number 5, simply you can run command router OSPF 1 and no, I think so, discard route internal. Yeah, let me check. So IP route OSPF. OSPF is very important protocol. So you can see now it have removed the summary route with null interface. Yes, Bijay? Okay. Now how we can filter prefixes with the help of summarization? On router number 5, I have performed summarization. See what we can do over here. On router number 5, router OSPF 1 and area 0 range 10.1.1 10.1.0.0 255.255.248.0. This is my summary address, and here we can say no advertise. No advertise. So it will stop advertising summary as well. So on router number 7, you will not find now summary address. लो हो गया ना फिल्टर, हो गया ना फिल्टर? बताओ बताओ प्लीज.
Yes.
Guys, getting my point, Vicky?
Sir, what is the use of this command, sir?
Some scenario you need to, what is the use of this command or null zero interface command? While summarization, suppose you don't want to use this path to reach in this network from router number 7. So you can perform summarization with no advertise. So it will stop advertising these prefixes to router number 7. Or suppose I don't want to advertise, these prefixes in OSPF. We can summarize, we can filter these prefixes with the help of summarization as well. You don't need to configure route map over here to filter traffic. You don't need to configure access control list. You don't need to configure prefix list. This is also one way to filter prefixes. Yes, Vicky.
Okay, sir.
Got it. Now whatever command I have run, let me remove all command. Not on router 2, I was running on router number 5. So here if you want to summarize this prefix with other cost, so here you can add cost as well. Cost, suppose I want to advertise the summary route with cost 100, so that also we can configure it over here. Okay, so now I am going to say no summary address. Okay, done. Let me check router number 7. I think router 7 I have installed both path. Yes or no? Yes. Now on ASBR, how we can perform summarization? So what will be the summary of these address? See, now router number 1 have installed these all prefixes in their routing table via router number 2. Yes or no? If you will check routing table
Yes,
of router 2, so IP route, see the 60 prefixes is reachable via 12.2. Yes or no? Now if I will advertise a summary route from here, router 1 will install these 60 prefixes via router number 4 and via router number 4. Yes or no? 4 and 5. So how we can perform that? Let me show you. On router number 2, directly just you need to run one command over here. A router OSPF 1 area, not area here. Here command will be summary address. What will be the summary address? 60.1.1, 60.1.0.0, 255, 248.0. Yes or no? Let me take you on router number 1 now. Where is 60 prefixes, guys? Are you able to see summary address?
Yes, sir.
And router have installed alternate path, right, via router 4 and router 5 for this network. And while summarization, we can say no advertise as well. So it will stop advertising. No advertise. See now, it will not advertise summary route as well. लो हो गया ना summary we filter. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I am going to remove this configuration as well from here. Say no. So again router will install all individual path. Okay, so I think one command is running there on router number 2. Do so run section OSPF So this command. Okay, now you can check. Done. Sandeep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now router 1 have lots of external prefixes. So IP route OSPF. Okay, see E1, E1, right? Lots of external prefixes are there. How you can identify the prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 100 and prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 200? Now you are not able to differentiate it, yes or no? If you want to differentiate it, you have to open it in detail, yes or no? So IP OSPF database. Now you can see the LSA 5. In the routing table, only you are able to see the external prefixes. Okay, these are external prefixes, not from my domain I am getting these prefixes, but I am not able to differentiate the prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 100 and prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 200. Yes or no? In the database also, you can see, you are not able to see. But if you will open it in detail, external, and let's say 60.1.1.0. So here, are you able to see source protocol, guys? No? Yes or no? We are not able to see any source protocol information. So what we can do? While redistribution, I can add tag. Yes or no? So let me perform redistribution again on router number 2. Do so, run section IP OSPF, and let me remove that redistribution. Say no. Done. And redistribute EIGRP 100 metric type. Let's say metric type is what? 2, and then tag 100 and subnets. So you can add subnets keyword before tag also, before metric also, or you can add it in at last also. Okay. So now it will advertise all EIGRP 100 prefixes with tag number 100. Yes or no? And we can use
Yes,
this
sir.
tag to filter prefixes as well. Yes or no? Let me do same thing on router number 8, because router 8 is also my ESBR. Config T router OSPF 1, do so, run section OSPF. Say no, and let me remove this command. Done. And redistribute EIGRP 200 metric type, let's say 2, and tag 200 and subnets. Now on router number 1, sorry, on router number, yes, router number 1, if you will run what? So IP OSPF database. See the external prefixes. These prefixes are coming with tag, yes or no? So where you are seeing tag number 100, these prefixes are coming from EIGRP AS number 100, and the prefixes which is coming with tag 200, those prefixes are coming from EIGRP 200. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now if I want to filter the prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 100, suppose router 1 never communicate with EIGRP 100. Right, this domain. So why router 1 will install these prefixes in their routing table? So I need to filter the prefixes which is coming from EIGRP 100 only. What we can do? We can create one route map. Yes or no? We can create one route map. Route map name, let's say CCNA, deny, and sequence number 10. Or if you will not provide sequence number, it will take 10. Okay. So I have created one route map with deny statement. Yes or no? And here I am going to say match tag 100. Yes or no? and if you have denied the tag number 100, so it will deny all rest. So you have to make the same route map with permit statement. So again, let me run command route map, name is CCNA, permit, sequence number 20, done. Now router OSPF1 and distribute list, a route map, name is CCNA, and in which direction? In direction. So IP OSPF database. In the database, you are still able to see the prefixes with tag number 100, yes or no? But in the routing table, so IP route OSPF, are you able to see any 60 prefixes, guys? So is it now? It is very clear that OSPF will filter prefixes while putting the prefixes in routing table from the
Routing.
database, yes or no?
Yes, sir. It is applicable on routing table only.
Yes. Done, guys. Can I remove it? A router OSPF 1, say no. Distribute list. Distribute list was what? Route map. Name was CCNA and direction in. Say no. Route map CCNA. Done. So route map, okay, and so IP protocol. Now you can see filtering for incoming and outgoing. Notes it. Is it clear? अब बताओ आप कौन से prefix को कैसे filter करवाना है कहाँ से? So now router 1 is not getting these prefixes. So on router number 1, what we can do? We can create one loopback, and I will put that loopback in area 0. So this router will become what? ABR. Let's say interface loopback 1 and IP address is 9.9.9.9. 255.255.255.255. IP OSPF 1 area 0. So IP protocol. It is an area border router. On router number 1, you can check the routing table now. So IP route. Still router number 1 is not getting these prefixes. So let me take you on router number 9. So IP route EAGRP. So there is no EAGRP neighbor. So IP protocol. So IP interface brief. On F1/0 I am running this command. I am running only OSPF1 over here. So let me run EAGRP. Sorry, area. No. Here I don't need to run EAGRP. So IP OSPF interface brief. So this interface is in area 0. This interface is in area 1, and this interface is in area 2. So IP OSPF neighbor. So 3.3.3 is neighbor and this one is neighbor. So IP route OSPF. Yes, this router is getting these prefixes. Let me check router 3. So IP route OSPF. So IP OSPF neighbor. So 9.9 is also neighbor, and 1.1.1 is also neighbor. So IP OSPF database. Here is these prefixes, but why router is not installing in routing table? So IP route 11.1.1.0 255.255.255.0 not in table. So IP protocol. Is there any filtering configured over here? No. Then this router should install these 11 prefixes in the routing table, yes or no? But router is not installing this prefix in their routing table. May I know the reason? This is problem of only software, I think. Yes or no? Definitely router 3 should install these prefixes in routing table because filtering is not configured there. Okay guys, leave it, no problem. Now can I move?
Sir, can we configure multiple area 0?
Where? In same process ID, you
In
cannot
topology.
configure multiple, area 0. You can configure, but in different process. On router number 3, you can run command show IP OSPF border router to check that your router number 9 is AVR or not. So IP OSPF border router. So you can see 9.9.9 is area border router. Okay, Vicky.
But sir, if we configure multiple area 0, then it creates partitioned area issues.
Where I have configured multiple area 0?
Loopback 0.
Here?
Yes, sir.
So what problem will occur?
I have read somewhere it creates partitioned area issue.
No, no, no,
We
no.
configure multiple.
No, you can configure multiple area 0. No problem at all, brother.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Can I move?
Yes.
Okay, how many other way we have to filter route? Now, which route you want to filter? Suppose router number 7. Okay, let me ask one question first. Here on router number 1, I will filter these prefixes. Yes or no? So, will this prefix filter on router 4 or router 5? Or router 3? Sandeep, Vicky, batao.
So, sir, could you repeat? Actually,
So I have
internet-
filtered these prefixes on router number 1. If I will filter these prefixes on router number 1, then will these prefixes will filter on router 4, router 5 automatically? Like in EIGRP, if you will filter these prefixes over here, this router will also not get these prefixes, yes or no? अगर आपने फिल्टरिंग यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर दिया तो इससे जितने भी नेबर कनेक्टेड है उनके पास भी वो प्रीफिक्स नहीं जाएगा. बट OSPF में ऐसा नहीं होगा, because OSPF exchange LSAs, as I already told you. So in the database still router 1 have these prefixes. So router 4 and router 5 will still have the root for these prefixes, yes or no?
और आगे जाएगा सर ये 7 के पास?
Definitely जाएगा.
Because yeah, LSA transfer.
It will just not show it in its own routing table. बट डेटाबेस पे रहेगा.
या डेटाबेस में हमेशा रहेगा, बिकॉज we are filtering route. Yes or no? So while putting the route in routing table from database, router will filter. Router will not filter LSA. Okay. Now I think we should start. The next topic is what? Default route propagation. Yes or no? Guys, if anyone have any doubt in the route filtering in OSPF, you can ask. I think you guys can apply route filtering by yourself, because in EIGRP I already teach you these things. If I want to filter any individual prefixes, no problem, we can filter by using prefix list. We can filter prefixes with the help of prefix length. By using route map, we can filter prefixes with the help of tag. While redistribution also we can filter. So on router number 2, metric type, let's say 2. After that, route map, and here we can create one route map. Yes or no? And we can apply route map while redistribution as well. So suppose here I have created one route map. Let me create one route map. And let me give one name is CCNP. With which statement? With deny statement. But before creating route map, you have to define interesting traffic. Yes or no? So let me create one access list. Access list number is 10 and permit. Suppose I want to filter these 3 prefix. Can you tell me the summary address in chat? Can you see here summary address of these 3 prefix in chat? Vicky, what will be the summary address? Okay. Whatever other guys, you all should share the summary address. So tell me the wildcard mask, this one. Giri. Okay. So permit 60.1.0.0 0.0.3.255. Done. Now route map name is, let's say, CCNP and deny. Sequence number, let's say 10, and match IP address from list 10. Done. And route map permit, route map CCNP permit sequence number, let's say 20.
Sir, here we can configure tag as well, no, sir?
Yeah, tag as well. While redistribution, we had already discussed that how we can add tag.
Yes, sir.
Now I am just filtering the route, some prefixes while redistribution. So redistribute EIGRP 100. After that, subnets, metric type, E2, and route map. What is the name of route map? CCNP. Inside the route map, you have used the deny statement, yes or no, from the list number 10, and in list number 10 you have defined the interesting traffic. So now on router number 1, if you will check routing table, so IP route. Okay, so this time actually I have filtered these prefixes from all OSPF router, yes or no? From this router also, from this router also, from this router also, this router also, this router also, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
While redistribution, if you are filtering, it will filter from all OSPF router. Okay. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Anything else
Yes.
that we can, perform over here? Okay, so in last class, I told you to find the command to change seed metric. So now router 1 is getting 60 prefixes. Yes, and metric is what? 20. How we can change seed metric?
So during redistribution only we can change. No, we changed last time.
Yeah. Okay, we had already discussed.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else, guys, left in OSPF? I think it's only
Virtual links, sir.
one topic. Virtual link, nowadays we are not using virtual link actually. But still, if you want to learn, I can make you understand virtual link. But I don't think that, you guys need to spend time to understand virtual link. Because,
Please give me some idea, sir, only.
okay. I just am giving you some idea about virtual link as well. So see here in the paint. Suppose this is my router 1, router 2, router 3, router 4, router 5. This is my router number 1, R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. Okay, now suppose these two router belongs to area 0, OSPF area 0. Let's say this is my OSPF area 1, and let's say this is my area 2. Okay, here suppose I have one LAN network that is 50.1.1.0/24. Here I have one LAN network that is 30.1.1.0/24. And here also I have one LAN network 10.1.1.0/24. Okay, so tell me router 1 can ping 50.1.1.0 network or not? By default.
No, sir.
I have not
No.
configured any virtual link.
No.
No. So
No,
actually
no, sir.
we need what? ABR between two regular area, yes or no? That is the reason why router 1 cannot communicate with router number 5. So what we can do here, we can extend area 0 from router 2 to router number 4. So actually, you know, this is virtual link. This is virtual link. Virtually, I will make one neighborship with router 2 and router number 4. And I will advertise that virtual link, virtual interface in area 0. So virtually router 4 will connect with area 0. Yes or no? Suppose router 2, router ID of router 2 is 2.2.2.2 and router ID of router 4 is 4.4.4.4. So router 4 and router 2 both are reachable with each other. Yes or no? Because both belongs to area 1. Yes or no? So just here on router number 2 you need to run one command that area, this is your area 1. So area 1 virtual link 4.4.4.4. In the same way on router number 4 you need to run command area 1 virtual link 2.2.2.2. Now what will happen after running this command? After running this command, router number 2 and router number 4 will send a unicast hello message. Unicast hello message to each other, and it will form one neighborship. Okay, virtually. Everything will be virtually. So one router will configure virtual link on any router. So router will actually on one bit, that was V bit. Yes or no? In LSA 1 we had discussed 3 bits: E bit, V bit and B bit. So E bit, which router will on E bit, guys? ESBR router? ESBR na?
Sorry, yeah, ESBR.
B bit?
ABR.
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 And V bit, where you have configured what? Virtual link. So router 3 will came to know that virtual link is running between router 2 and router number 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So V will represent what? That I am the end point. Actually on end point you are doing what? Actually you are creating the virtual link, because router number 4 is the end point of area 1, or router number 2 is also end point of area 1. Yes or no? So by VBit owning, these router will inform their neighbor that we are end point of this area. Here you have defined area 1 na? So I am end point of area 1. And always keep in mind, you will configure virtual link only on endpoint router. And command to verify it is very simple. So IP OSPF virtual link. By running this command, you can check it. See, in there is a concept of DNA. DNA. Anyone know what is the full form of DNA? Virtual link work on DNA.
Do not edge.
Yes, do not edge. What is the meaning of it? Do not edge bit. Actually, this router will start sending LSAs with do not edge bit on. It will on this bit. By default, all router sends their LSAs with this bit off. So what is the use of, DNA? So, virtual link run as a demand circuit. There are lots of concepts inside the virtual link as well. But I don't think that you guys need to understand the demand circuit or DNA. Whenever you are configuring, a virtual link, that router started working as a demand circuit. And whenever you are configuring, static neighborship on serial link. See, let me run one command over here. Let me verify that that command is right or wrong. I also forget the command. Config T IP OSPF demand interface F0/0 IP OSPF demand on demand circuit. This command, when you will run this command on interface, right, so that interface will start working as a demand circuit. Now what is demand circuit? So okay, what I can do, I can give you one video on virtual link I have already created. So on my YouTube channel, that is available. After this class, I will share the link of that virtual link concept. Okay, from there you can
Okay.
understand these things. A router OSPF 1 and command is area, let's say 1, and virtual link. After that, here you will define the router ID of router of other endpoint with whom you want to form virtual neighborship. Yes or no? So here you will put the router ID of that router. Done. And there is,
Yes.
on virtual link, there is problem of authentication as well. So if you are configuring virtual link in real time, make sure you will configure authentication. Because on a virtual link, router will send the update message with TTL value 255. TTL value 255. So anyone can receive your hello message by connecting their device. Okay, leave. So I think now you have basic overview of virtual link. Yes or no? And I will share
Okay,
one
sir.
video.
Sir,
Yes.
in real scenario, real industry, how we perform capturing, packet capturing or link capturing?
We have lots of other
Yeah.
tool. We will understand
Okay.
it later.
Okay.
Okay. Through WireShark, tell me, through WireShark, can you capture your Wi-Fi adapter?
It has options for
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it has option. Through WireShark also we can capture router interface in real time as well. Have you, Vicky, have you taken GUI access of router ever?
G. No, sir.
GUI access.
No, sir.
Anyone know how to take GUI access? Let me show you the GUI access of router today. First of all, let me remind that is there any topic? No. We are discuss all LSAs, na? LSA 1 to LSA 7.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have discussed types of messages. We have discussed neighborship state.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we don't have anything in OSPF. Tomorrow we will understand what? Default information propagate. So close lab. Let me open the another lab. One small lab. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, so this is my router 2. Router 2 is connected with one computer. Done. On router number 2, what I am going to do, I'm going to configure one IP address over here. Host name, let's say R2, and interface F2/0, say no set. IP address, let's say 10.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0. Now this PC will take some time. Till then, here I am going to enable HTTP. So how I can configure HTTP service on this router, guys? Hello?
By DNS, sir.
By DNS. HTTP service.
Don't know, sir.
Anyone? नहीं पता? संदीप? Sandeep, do you have knowledge?
नहीं
IP HTTP server. How to configure username? CCNA, privilege level 15, and let's say password is Cisco. IP HTTP authentication. Okay. Now is the screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir.
This is my real system in EVNG. So here I am going to configure one IP address from the same range. So what IP address I have configured on router? 10.1.1.1 or 0.0.1?
1.1.1.
Sure, no? And what was the subnet mask? 255 255 255.0. Gateway is 10.1.1.1, let's say. Ping 10.1.1.1. I'm getting reply. Yes. Now in the browser, please call me. Okay, bye. So 10.1.1.1. Username was what? CCNA. Password was what? Cisco or Cisco 123?
Only Cisco.
Cisco. No.
The small letter में Cisco.
See the GUI access of your router. लो होस्ट नेम क्या है? R2. ऐसे भी कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हैं हम लोग. इससे अच्छा तो जब मैं कॉलेज में था तो HTML का कोडिंग करता था. देखो कितना गंदा लग रहा है.
We can perform all tasks by using
Yes,
GUI.
yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now definitely you will not get lots of option like CLI. CLI is the master. Here can you configure big key router through this interface? This interface is looking so boring.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Actually, there is tag
So
contact number as
actually,
well.
you know why I show you this? Because the things which we are not discussing now, that is not concern. We have lots of capturing tool for real time. We will understand day by day, right? We have this option also to take access of router GUI. So on a router, if you will run one question mark in any mode, you will see lots of command are there, yes or no? But these are mixture of, you know, CCNA, CCNP, CCIE, security, yeah, like HTTP. There are lots of things, lots of services we can run on this router. So actually we are just focusing on the routing and switching now. We are using very less command. We have a, you know, learn less than 1% command of router. Okay. You know, SM simple network SNMP protocol. SNMP, Vicky,
Yes sir.
what is the use of SNMP protocol?
मॉनिटरिंग होता है सर इसमें
कैसे?
161
आपको वीडियो
162
भेजा था वो देखा था आपने?
यस सर, यस सर, 2 पोर्ट नंबर यूज करता है सर ये 161 एंड 162।
उस वीडियो से आपने सीखा
ट्रैपिंग एंड
कुछ?
पोलिंग, ट्रैपिंग एंड पोलिंग होता है सर इसमें।
ओके, वीडियो से
मैं
आपको कुछ मिला हेल्प? जो वीडियो मैंने
हाँ
भेजा था आपको
बिल्कुल सर।
मिल गया? आपने प्रैक्टिकल किया? प्रैक्टिकल था उस वीडियो में क्या?
नहीं प्रैक्टिकल तो हाँ प्रैक्टिकल था, उसमें था सर, उसमें एक पीसी ले रखा था और राउटर ले रखा था, उससे वो किया था।
ओके ओके, फिर अभी कोई आपको डाउट है तो पूछिए, क्योंकि हम कल ही स्टार्ट करेंगे अब डायरेक्ट। क्या?
Hi, sir.
यस यस यस।